The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the producers and/or the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of FRC Media, Bristol Community College, or the City of Fall River.
Good afternoon, good morning, depending on what time it is when you're watching this show. We are, me and John, we're back for one more show of the table topics, which pretty much we don't have one topic, but we have a lot going on, not just on the country, but on our own little country.
Lovely city of Fall River.
Lovely city. So we're going to be pretty much all over the place, including to John just came back from a vacation too.
South Carolina.
South Carolina. I was in Portugal. Linda went to Cuba.
Oh, yeah.
You went to South Carolina. So everybody, it's all over the place.
That's it. Don't have too many, but I figured I'd share a couple of those and then some from Fall River. You gotta have some positive beauty, right?
And if we have time, we have to do just this week alone, nationally.
Yeah,
you know,
crazy.
It was news all over the place.
Crazy.
You know, it's unbelievable. You know, for many years I'm here. Yeah. We always had problems. But we never had like one every other day. They had so much to this TV channels. They have so much to announce that they don't know what to do. Which news we going to bring up today?
This happened this day. We got to drop it. I know.
So depending how this going to, it depends if the Republican or the Democrats, they pick whatever they want to. They have plenty on the plates to choose from.
Well, I think the good thing is for people, whoever's like, you know, something bad happens to them, like Megyn Kelly, right? Mm-hmm. You saw the thing. It doesn't matter. The next day, she's out of the limelight. Now there's something else. So that's probably a good thing for some of these people, right?
Yeah, but with Kelly, it's, I mean, we have rumors, you know, you have those rumors going on for over a year now that, you know, she's all over the place too, and she's, we were just knew that sooner or later was going to happen. It's just a matter of the station grab something that will have teeth to bring it out, you know, because I think not even the guests want to go to the show anymore.
I hear you.
So, but with that being said, what do you have to tell me about the 11 deaths on the synagogue?
Actually, you know, I heard that on Saturday morning. I was like, wow, this can't be something real. We just had something big the other day. Mm-hmm. And the more and more that came out, and I thought this in the back of my head that, you know, it was people setting up before the actual ceremony. So I said, this has got to be a lot of older people, because you know how it is in churches. It's usually the old people that are the older people setting things up. So it was really sad. I feel bad. You know, you have somebody that was 97 years old. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine living 97 years old and you die by someone shooting you in some crazy thing?
And probably a Holocaust survivor.
Yeah.
Being that age.
Yep.
You know, she survived the Holocaust. And end up getting shot anyway. That sometimes that's how destiny, you know.
No, it's sad. You know what I mean? It's sad all the way around. I don't know what's in people's minds to do something like that. I don't get it. You know, especially in a house of worship.
Do we connect this with politics?
I don't really. You know, there's so many things out there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So. You know, it's like the stuff in the Middle East. I think if you really get hooked onto something, you can go out there and look for all this stuff, this crazy stuff on the internet. Mm-hmm. And I think if you latch onto this crazy stuff, it gets you all wound into it. But, you know, that's a little bit of it. But anybody, I don't care what your politics are, someone that goes into a place and shoots 11 people, it's more than politics in that issue. It's definitely more than that. You know, normal people don't do that. You and I would argue about politics.
Exactly,
but
exactly.
Normal people don't go in and do that, you know.
So I think the problem is already there, but it's quiet, and somehow something click.
Yeah.
And that person become alive.
Yeah.
That side of the person becomes alive.
Yeah.
From those murders into the bombs.
Yeah. Well, the bombs are a little bit different, I have to say. Personally, my feeling, the guy was a stripper, a pizza delivery man, and I guess he was a DJ at a club. I don't think that he had I don't think he had the smarts, I'm trying to put it nicely, to put all that stuff together. Plus, he's living in his van. So how much of this stuff can you put in a van that you're living in?
So how come this individual is holding a license for guns?
I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, apparently they don't know what his mental state is. You know, there's so many things, Carlos, on that. I was watching something the other night on the news, and it showed the car, the van, with all the stickers on it. And all the stickers, they look like they were brand new. You know what I mean? How they were. They didn't look weather or anything. And then the back of the van had stickers. And I'm thinking, nobody ever, I mean, if we were to see a crazy car like that, we would all know. I don't hear anybody on the news saying, yeah, he was the crazy sticker guy with all the stickers on his car. And why wouldn't the police have pulled him over? You couldn't see out the back window, they said. So how the heck was this guy driving? And how the heck, you know what I mean? That, to me, that pops out at anybody. You see all the stickers, you're going to go, look, you know? So that was a little bizarre to me.
So you think the Democrats put stickers on his van?
No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm just saying, I'm not. It seemed like it happened so quickly. You know what I mean?
Just put your leg.
No, you know what I mean?
Has to be the Democrats.
No,
Come
I'm not
on,
saying it was the Democrats. To me, it's just, I don't know if maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
They caught the guy so
I know what
quickly.
you're
There's
saying.
so many different things.
And again, another perfect example that could be, the trouble could be there all along.
Yeah,
but
he
just
had
in a few
issues.
last days clicked.
Yeah, he had issues.
Yes.
And I think the mom had said there were issues with him too. So, you know, I don't even believe in the family, because a lot of times, you know, you call someone to put him somewhere. It's not like it was the old days that you could just have somebody pick somebody up. They have to voluntarily do it unless they're saying I'm going to hurt somebody. And if he never did that, you know what I mean?
Well,
you know.
that brings us back to the guns.
Yeah.
I understand the people are allowed to have it, but not everybody should have it.
Well, you know, let me go back, as I was thinking of something.
Sure.
My head was rattling. All right, just going back to the sticker thing, because there was something on the news. And
was
it's
the
in
sticker
Florida.
missing?
Yeah, no, the lady that employed him in Florida as a pizza delivery said, yeah, I went into his car and I thought all this. And I'm thinking, hey, I know you, I'm friendly with you, but if you have a van with all these crazy stickers on there, I'm going to go, it's all right, I'll wait for another ride. So I kind of thought that was nuts too. I mean, but anyway, go ahead, gun thing, sorry.
That's okay. But it's two different issues.
Yeah.
And once again, the blame it's on the president.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And the people that are blaming the president, I think they just have one thing in mind, and that brings them back to what got them elected.
Yeah.
Got him elected after everything that happened, okay?
Yeah.
Which is not normal for other presidents.
Yeah.
But he got elected because of that side of him.
Yeah.
He was on the news, punch him on the face, I will pay for the lawyer. Was on the news, I could kill somebody on Fifth Avenue and I will walk away. This is the part that I think the people are clicking the president with. And we cannot just delete that, because everybody knows, Democrats and Republicans know that side of Trump.
All right, how about the Bernie Sanders supporter that shot that senator that almost killed him at the baseball field in Washington? We can't blame, I wouldn't blame that on Bernie Sanders.
Well, but here's the thing.
Would you? Because if you're going to say that with Trump, you're going to say it with Bernie Sanders.
That's fine. That's fine. And
I don't believe that, though.
Two wrong doesn't make one right.
Yeah, I don't believe that, though, Carlos.
So everybody that does that, and they're going after Clinton and after Elizabeth Warren, I understand. They all have skeletons on the closets. They all have skeletons on the closets. Yeah. But they're not the president now.
Well, Carlos, let me
Donald Trump is the president.
Right, so listen to this analogy, right? We both watch horror movies. We love horror movies. We both watch them, right? And it's, Crazy Saw, all these crazy things. I used to watch them all, not as much anymore. I don't do anything, but you go and, hurt all these people like in the movie Saw. Am I going to blame that on the movie, or am I going to blame that on you being crazy?
I mean, it's not the first time if you blame it on the movie, right? How many times you have teenagers jumping out of bridges where you think they see that. They see that on the movies. They see it all on the movies.
My thing is that they weren't wound too tight to begin with. We can't blame things on what people do.
What?
So if you're murdered, or somebody in your family is murdered right in front of you, does that mean that you go out and murder someone the same way? I don't know. That's just my opinion with that. I don't think anybody...
Probably would not happen to everybody, but probably you will find somebody that will do it.
Well, because a lot of people are crazy.
The world it's full of different people. We're not all the same. We don't take things the same way. We don't talk things the same way. We don't filter stuff the same way because some people have the filters to say this is not good. But some people have those filters that say it's okay to do it. Okay? So can we blame him? Yes. Can he have a little bit, just a little bit of blame?
Maybe I can probably agree with you, but I have to go back and say the lady out in California, the senator, the old...
You can put them all on the same basket.
You know what I mean? Because then people were going up to them in restaurants and screaming at them, kicking them out.
All on the same basket.
Okay, I agree.
The thing is, it's not right to go... Exactly. But it's not going to. It's not going to. Why? Because not either the Democrats telling their people to calm down, or the Republicans telling their people to calm down. Calm down. Okay? We are getting out of hand of ourselves. We need all to calm down. It's okay for you to be Republican. It's okay for them to be Democrats. But guess what? We are all Americans, and we all need the same thing. We all want the best for America. Okay?
I hear you.
So that's the thing. What I don't like is when one side blames one side, but don't blame the other. They all, doesn't matter, the guy that killed somebody, doesn't matter if it's white, black, or blue. Doesn't matter. It's wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's what that's what we have to punish, he did wrong. Doesn't matter which color he was, or what he was in suits or in pajamas. Doesn't matter.
It's right or wrong.
That's not the part that we're going to judge. The part we're going to judge is he did wrong.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with you.
That's why we're independent.
I think it's going to mellow out after the election. Personally, I really think, because at that point something's going to happen. Either the Democrats or Republicans are going to stay in. That'll kind of change it. That's going to make it die down a little.
But coming down again, we elected a president. We didn't elected a person because he can do whatever he wants to. We elected a president. And I don't see him crossing that line to touch all Americans. Okay? Because doesn't matter which president. A president is a president, and you can go back to everybody. They commit political crimes. Let's say some stuff that they went way to their party when they made their decision. We agreed with that. But at the end of the day, they will come to the table and they will at least work with everybody, say, okay, I did this decision based on this argument, but I need your help now that the decisions
I don't think that's going to ever happen. Not in this environment now. I don't think that's going to happen.
No, that's not going to happen. And that's not going to happen because now everybody's the best. I'm the best of myself and you're the best of yourself. And we're never going to click. We're never going to
I think what happened was,
have things done.
Carlos, I think what really happened, this is only my opinion, is that you had a Democratic liberal government for 9 years, right? Or 8 years. And now you have a totally different environment, a totally different administration. Now it's Republican. So when we went from like Clinton to Bush, remember what happened when George Bush and, not Clinton, Gore ran? Do you remember everything was shut down? That they didn't want to, neither one of them wanted to concede. And what happened with that? That was kind of crazy at that time. When you're going from something that's liberal to conservative, you're always going to have that gap.
And again, the problem I see here too is, if has this president stamp, I'm going to do anything to change it. Yeah. If it's good, if it needs to tweak something around, let's do it. But just because it's signed by this president, and I'm the president now, why I want to change it? So I see, and I don't say, I'm not saying just Trump's doing. Every president that goes there goes like after whatever the president before him was doing. And it's wrong. If he was doing, it's because somewhere, somehow, will work. But let's keep that idea, not just throw it in the trash, and this is my idea now.
I agree.
It's just like the mayor.
Hey, we're agreeing today. And I was going to tell you, I want to get into the mayor before we end here. So we both agree on that.
Exactly. So let's bring this to the mayor. It's the same thing that every 4 years we have a new mayor, that wants to paint the room blue, and the next mayor comes in, I don't like blue, let's put it red. But guess what? Red, blue, pink, white, we are the ones paying for it.
Agreed.
So just keep the goddamn color on the room. Let's move on. It's things more important to do. So that's why I'm saying that they move in and they want to change everything. I bought a house with a red kitchen. Was red. And one thing my wife said was, "Oh, I don't like this color." It's, you know something? That's a beautiful color. And we kept the color. Guess what? If it was another person, oh, this color was here before, we're going to change it. Change it for what? It's going to go with my furniture. It's going to go with my seats. Why I'm going to change the color for?
With all the changes you made in that house, now you're talking about red paint?
But it's just to give you an example how a person comes into a new position, a new house, and automatically wants to change everything. Maybe it's something in there that was a purpose to be there. You know, why I'm going to change it? Just because I bought it, I'm new in town.
I agree.
So, but anyway.
So I'm in South Carolina.
Okay.
I'm down in South Carolina, and I switch in between different stations. I had Fox News on. And what comes on Fox News? Democratic mayor indicted. Fall River, Massachusetts. I'm like, really? Come on, I can't even leave.
Really?
Yeah, you leave, right, to go to another state, and that comes on. So then I had heard that, there was the press conference in Boston and all that stuff. And it was just, it was a sad day for Fall River. It really was.
So you were away when you got that?
Yeah, when it happened. Yeah, it was just a sad day, when it came down and,
Well,
sad day
it was a sad day,
but
guess what? It was not a surprise.
No, it wasn't a surprise.
Was rumors for years out there.
Yeah.
Rumors for years. Okay, so it was not a surprise. It's sad, yes. But they came as a surprise for a lot of people in Fall River.
Oh, I'm sure there were a lot of people crying that day.
For a lot of people. Yeah. But I just hope that it had surrendered. That's the part.
I don't think
because after all the presentation they did, what they have against him, okay. And I understand that they want to defend, and he still has supporters out there that want to defend him.
Yeah.
When he did that press conference, exactly. When he did that press conference, I was happy. I said, maybe this is it. Maybe he has things that he's going to show us that he says the reason that he's not guilty.
Yeah.
So I'm watching that, and I was in a place that I had probably 50 people around.
Yeah.
15 minutes into the presentation, I only had one more person next to me.
Yeah.
Because they totally left.
Oh, they didn't believe it?
That's not what they were there for.
Oh.
They were not there to see if the app was real or not.
Oh, okay.
That's not what they want to see it.
Yeah.
You know, and in the end, for those that kept watching, thought that he was going to answer questions on the end.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen too.
Yeah.
So that's why people say it was more a rally than actually a press conference.
Well, yeah, because I did hear there was a lot of clapping, and I'm like, you know,
exactly.
I think if anything, you know, and you've probably heard this rumor. I hear this rumor that the powers to be in the city brought this on, all right? Even if you believe in a conspiracy, believe in that conspiracy, all right, I'll go with you on that. Say that did happen. The FBI and all these other people are not going to come in and charge you unless something's there. These people in Fall River, the powers to be in Fall River, we got a 20% poverty rate, 80,000 people. If these people in this city have that much power, they need not to be working here. They need to be working for the FBI if they can get someone into trouble like this. So I just think that's really sad, and I wish that, you know, we look into some kind of reality here, because these are some serious charges, and they're still investigating. There was someone mentioned a name at one of the press conferences that are they still looking into a certain person getting a job, and they said that's still no comment and it's under investigation. So, and we had somebody that was just subpoenaed, and I'm hearing that there were other people subpoenaed. So they already know the questions, I gather, right? They probably already know, and these people are going to come in, and
I hope they're not going in lying.
Yeah, and if you don't
because
go in,
they're going to get. If these people are going to go there and lie, they're going to be in so much trouble as the mayor is. You know, so I just hope that it is what it is right now. They know. It's like when you get caught in a lie. It's the same thing. Don't keep just pushing. You got caught in a lie. It's a lie. You got caught. Now, explain to yourself, why did you lie? Could be a lot of reasons that can set you free for you lying. But don't keep going that you didn't lie.
Well, this is big time. This is not like you had a library card there. You're talking to federal officials. So if you don't tell the truth, you're in trouble. So to me, the seriousness, I don't think some people understand the seriousness of this situation right now. And I think that's sad. That certain people don't understand how serious this is, and that they think that people in this city did this and created this whole thing. Even if that is true, all right, even if it's true, it's past that now. The person didn't do things right. They didn't do them by the book. They're still looking at things within the city. Who knows what's going to happen? Will people come into reality if something was happened with city money? Are we going to say, well, it was only to help this, that, and the other thing? You know, it's either right or wrong.
That's why I was hoping that you was going to at least assume, because when you assume now, it's like helps everybody. Helps everybody. Now he can excuse, I did this because of this. And when they dig in there, they probably could say, you know, you shouldn't have done that. But guess what? It's a good explanation why you did. Okay? But the thing is, and now the way they see it is, that's why they went, they said they went and they hired this big dog. That's what they call it. The guy that they hired to work with them. And to me, they just did that for one reason. Was the fact that he want to fight them. Okay? So if they want to fight them, okay, it's no negotiation possible now. What's going to happen now is we're going to go for the maximum. And for us to get the maximum for you, we're going to have to hide the big dog. That's what they call him, the big dog. I don't even know his name. But that's what, so people understand. Well, the bottom line is, I don't believe that he did anything with intentions to hurt anybody or to do something bad. But it's like a snowball. And when you let it go, that start rolling. Should be stopped at the beginning, yes. Okay? Because I mean, when I do something wrong, I know I'm doing something wrong. Right?
Of course.
So I want to stop it. It's like when you start smoking and the doctor says stop. If you don't stop, you keep smoking. You know you're doing something bad for yourself.
That's different.
But
this is totally different.
It's just to a way myself to explain how it started in a small ball, and now it's this huge ball that, you know, that's gonna.
But fess up to it. You know what I mean? If that's what it is, or you know, this is the thing I want to just clear, because you keep on hearing people, why should the mayor resign? Why should the mayor be recalled? Well, the thing is, it has nothing to do with innocent till proven guilty. That's fine. I get it. Nobody's going to judge that person until this comes through. A panel of his peers will determine that. However, do you want to interact and do business with someone that's been indicted? First thing I'm going to think about is the person's shady, right? Or this city's shady. I'm not going to have any interactions or do anything on that city. I don't want to be wound up in this stuff. So that's basically why, if you know, you look at it, everybody here in Fall River, we all know, I love this city. Anybody that gets into politics, I love this city, I love this city. And then when it comes time to show whether you really do love where you live, right, they don't do it. No, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. You're only putting this whole city through the rim, you know what I mean, through this ringer. That's all you're doing, you know, and it's like, you know, you have respect, you know, to just do it, move on, be a grown-up, do it. But that's not going to happen, unfortunately.
Well, but unfortunately, what we're doing now is another recall.
Yeah, and that's going to be another 50,000, right?
Another recall. Well, the way they're saying is either we recall him and pay 50, or we keep paying him the $130,000 a year. And a lot of people are saying is, but it's the election, it's next year. Well, some of those same people said it the same thing when it was Flanagan. Oh, doesn't matter if it's 9 months, let's recall him.
And who cares about the $50,000?
Exactly.
Who cares about that?
So that's the same people, not all, but some of the same people that pushed the recall for Flanagan with him just in office for another 9 months are the same people that are pushing now back. We can wait. It's the election is next year. It's not fair. If you're going to think the same way, keep thinking the same way that you, when you are not supporting the mayor.
And really, I know a lot of people. I used to get a rash of crap with this. You know, it was about purple bags. That's all this was with Flanagan. I mean, there are other things that probably added up that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know,
no, it was more things. It was more things.
Aggravated with you.
Because just purple bags was not enough to recall him.
I think, and I think all the other instances that happened there, that was all,
things.
but that was not even, those weren't self-inflicted things. You know what I mean? These things happened as coincidences happened. You know what I mean?
But one of the things, too, was no induction. To Flanagan. Flanagan was not getting charged with anything. And even after he got recalled, guess what? He was never charged with anything. It's been 4 years now, 5 years now, and he still didn't got charged with anything.
Well, Carlos, you know that whole big wind that came in after that recall, that we're going to get people in here, we're going to hold them accountable, we're going to do this, that, and the other thing. It really worked out, huh? It's just you got another group of people that got in with the mayor, got what they wanted, you know what I mean, or had a way around this. That's all this was. Because all these people on these boards are just like any other mayor in the past. All those people. It doesn't matter whether they have any interest or any experience behind this. Just throw all my people in here and they'll do whatever they want.
It's just sad that when the person comes and runs and tells us something and then gets up there and goes opposite ways, that we help them to become mayor. So, with that being said, Stephen, we still have time to see pictures? No?
No.
Okay. Our show it's done for today?
All right.
Well, we're going to have to see your pictures next week. So, keep the pictures.
All right. Have a good night.
And see you next week.
Yeah.
Thank you.